So here's what they're coming from a Facebook ad that interrupted their scrolling. The ad likely used a strong hook related to common marketing pain point, feeling lost of marketing data or stop wasting marketing spend. They were like, yes, that's me. So now they're here and they're like, okay, the ad got my attention. What is this marketing the blind thing? That's kind of how I feel. They're already thinking, is this just another webinar? Who are these new people? Is this going to be a huge time suck for something I can find on YouTube? Which all of this, and this is the part where people start going like, well, yeah, you can't just try, use copy and paste AI. And I'm kind of going, you can get a lot of usefulness out of AI. I don't think you should copy and paste it without prepping it like we're doing. But when it's really focused on its resources, it's really useful. I'm like, this is exactly what I know they're thinking, because I thought stuff like this for other people's stats.
And Jason's thing did that too.
Yes.
This is what they're thinking right now.
Because that's how he trains. He's like, you have to be in your prospect's head. And that's why that bot automatically does that. That's exactly right. And you can ask it. You can ask it and say like, this is where you give it the avatars. And I was like, what are the avatars thinking? That's where it's getting some of this data, because it's using the avatars saying, well, if it's an Alex avatar, they're going to be thinking like this or that or whatever. So it's like, okay, the eyes immediately scan the headline. They read the subhead. They're noticing. They might glance at the credibility snippet. Here's what they're probably thinking. Okay, it's a bold promise, but intriguing, maybe, right? And I could turn up and down, and it goes through section by section what they're thinking. Now, the other reason I'm looking at this from a measurement perspective is I'm looking at the behaviors it's supposed to get. Can I measure for those behaviors to see if that section is actually producing the behaviors it's supposed to produce? Did they look at it for a period of time or whatever the thing was? Doesn't mean I'm going to do all of that, but that's the idea. So, but you can turn up and down the skeptic. Hey, they're really skeptical. They'll absolutely do it, but they need to be convinced. They need to know 100% this is going to solve their problem, and they can't have any, logical, research or reasons not. What are the reasons? And have them tell you their objections, and then what the ways of handling those objections are, and integrate that in a copy. You do that iteration over and over. It just makes the copy better and better and better. Because it's based on real people. That's the whole point of this. And now what I'm feeling is more of, I conduct an orchestra of stuff, of marketing, without being directly emotionally attached to the marketing anymore, because the bots wrote it.